This conference will now be recorded.
So, this is all we discussed. So, if anybody are new persons, please listen. A simple terms is cyber security. Cyber security is a practice of protecting networking devices and sensitive information from unauthorized accesses. Okay, so if any unauthorized accesses are there, as a cybersecurity engineer, you need to protect that activity. That is the practice followed by a cybersecurity engineers, whether whatever the cybersecurity engineer it should be. Now, in that there are 100 plus modules are there, like ethical hacking, VAPT, okay, SOC analyst, incident responder, SIEM, ARM tools, okay, IAM tools, okay, even a governance tools. Like 100 plus modules are there. In that, we are choosing a SOC analyst. SOC means Security Operational Center. What their duties are: he is a cybersecurity engineer. He is specialized in quickly detect and response to internal and external attacks, internal or outside external attacks. You need to respond it. You need to respond it. You need to detect quickly. Okay. And if any suspicious activity you find out, you need to understand that suspicious. You need to capture that suspicious and you need to report it in real time. So in this process, these guys, this SOC analyst guys needs some set of tools. Why? Because they need to involved in advanced monitoring, regular checks. In that process, these guys needs some tools. That tool we call it as a SIEM tool, Security Information and Event Management tool. These tools we have a multiple, like IBM Radar, ELK Stack, Sumo Logic, okay, Gray Logic, or any other like Splunk. We are choosing a Splunk mostly. Apart from Splunk, there is a IBM Radar, ELK Stack, as well as Sentinel. Also, we are going to cover you some of the basic, but the most we are going to cover is Splunk. The Splunk is a SIM tool for the cybersecurity guys, but the person who knows about Splunk can be used for multiple things. Splunk can be do security operational centers. Splunk can do business analytics. Splunk can do IT operations and DevOps operations. Splunk can do some uh, observability activities also. Normal observability means normally monitor is nothing but you are monitoring some type of server, if server down, server up, like that. But nowadays, what people are looking, so why server was down? Real user behavior, why it was happening, that they are expecting, that we done on the observability. Nowadays the present trend is observability on the monitoring kind of activity. Okay, so that also done with Splunk. In the observability point, what are the competitors for Splunk is Datadog in AWS, Dynatrace. These all are observability tools. Grafana. These are alternative tools for Splunk. In business analytics, what is alternative tools? Tableau, Power BI. In the monitoring, log monitoring, ELK stack, Sumo Logic, Logily, Log DNA. In security module like SOC operations, alternate is Sentinel, IBM QRadar. For everybody, one answer is Splunk. So, and also one of the best option here is you can have a option, you can have a chance to get a job within the Splunk also. What is, I already told you in the demo. So what is the main difference for other institutes and our institute content is, other institutes only you will get a job as a SOC analyst. Why? Because they are specialized on the SOC analyst only. Okay, but our institute, even you have a get a job as a SIEM engineer, even a Splunk analyst, and a SOC analyst, even observability engineer also. I will me content batti chetistaను. So after our classes, what is your content, whatever the level of your content. Okay, I don't want to tell you are not suitable for SOC, you are not suitable for Splunk. On the time, whatever the interest you have, accordingly I will suggest you to keep your resumes. Okay, this is about our content actually. And most important, everybody are concentrated on cyber security mostly. Yes, cyber security is a main platform, but who is doing that activity? A tool is doing that activity. You need to concentrate on tool. Other institutes are failed to get a job because of they don't have a much knowledge on tool. So many times I already told you, okay, if you know how to use a knife without knowing how to kill a person, you can recruit as a murderer. You can recruit to murder a person. You got my point. You know how to kill a person, you how cruel you are, but you don't know how to use a knife. They won't recruit you as a person. నీకు మర్డర్ చేయాలని ఆశ ఉన్నంత మాత్రం టూల్ మీద నాలెడ్జ్ లేకపోతే నేను తీసుకోరు. నీకు టూల్ మీద నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది కాకపోతే ట్రైన్ చేసుకుంటారు మర్డర్లో. ఎందుకంటే వై? బికాస్ టూల్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎవ్రీ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఈజ్ డన్ ఆన్ ద టూల్. Outside that is lacking. Why? Because they are teaching 10 to 15 days, but we are teaching 50 to 60 hours of tool. That is the main biggest asset of our institute and our course. That's why in our batches, without knowing any cyber security, people are getting a cyber security job with only Splunk tool. Did anybody teach you, okay, his knife is used to cut the fruits after vegetables? You know only how to cut the vegetables with knife, but nobody will teach you how to cut the fruits. But you done that one. Same here also. I am teaching how to do monitoring and how to do analysis, but with that knowledge you are doing SOC analyst also. That is the tool power. Okay, as a freshers you can concentrate on cyber security fundamentals. Okay, no problem. Why? Because freshers don't need to be on tool based. They need to be on the process. Why? Because they trained you tool in the companies. Now you are keeping 3 years 4 years experience means must and should you need a tool knowledge. Why? Because you are keeping some experience, 3 years experience. Where you worked? That is lack on outside. Okay, but we complete that one here, no problem. Now Splunk is the tool we are doing SOC operations. Okay, apart from Splunk, whatever the requirements, everything I will teach in our classes. Now what is Splunk? Splunk is a software platform which makes your mission data accessible, usable and valuable to everyone. Simply, mission generated data is nothing but a log files. Every device, every mission has its own log files. So simply it will be maintaining all the activities, operations and performances. Whatever the device, in this device something happened, all this will be registered as some data. The data we call it as a mission generated data. That mission data is in the form of log files. These log files are not understandable, not useful to do data analysis. It is not useful. It is not understandable. Then You need to make that unstructured data into a structured format. So on that case, Splunk will helpful to make unstructured data into a structured format. A simple Splunk is a software platform which makes your mission data understandable, which makes your mission data, unstructured data, into a structured format. Then you can do whatever the analysis you want. Clear, sir? Now, why Splunk? In the last class, I already explained you why Splunk. There are multiple examples are there, but in the last class, so I explained you one most important point. What is that point? Use storage capacities. Use storage capacities. Capacities in the form of clusters. Very good. Cluster is nothing but group of servers. Very good. Group of servers. This is the first point. And the second point, it can be supported on vertical scaling, and horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling. What is vertical scaling, sir? Yes, please.
Increasing the storage and internally
Scale up, scale down.
Scale up and scale down. Scale out and scaling. Vertical scaling is nothing but within the computer, you are increasing the hardware and you are decreasing the hardware. Let's say you have a 16 GB RAM, you are going to 64 GB, okay, or 32 GB, increasing. That is called scale up. You have a 32 GB RAM, okay, you are decreasing 16 GB RAM, some 8 GB RAM. Scale down. That is called vertical scaling. Okay. You don't feel this is sufficient. This server is not sufficient. Okay. So then you are purchasing one more server. 2 servers are not sufficient. You're purchasing one more server. 3 servers are not sufficient. 4 servers. 5 servers are you feel very high. Reduce 3, 2, 1. Scale out and scaling. That is called horizontal scaling. Most of the data engineers, data analysts don't know about this. But it is most important. Interview question. Okay. Scale out, scale vertical scaling and horizontal. Vertical scaling means within the system, you are increasing your hardware and decreasing the hardware. Horizontal scaling means within the environment, you are increasing the servers and decreasing the servers. Okay. Now, in the cluster point of view, cluster is nothing but group of servers. That means 100 servers, call it as a one cluster. That means one cluster act as a one server. Within the cluster, nodes are increasing and decreasing. For example, within the cluster, 100 nodes you kept. You feel it is not sufficient. Go with 200 nodes. Node means server. Okay. You kept 200. You feel it is very high. Just go with 100. Within the cluster, nodes are increasing and decreasing. That is called vertical scaling. Why? Because entire computer is cluster, na? Clusters are increasing and clusters are decreasing. That is horizontal scaling. Very important. Same concept we can implement in Splunk. In the Splunk also, you can go with vertical scaling. Okay. Vertical scaling means one indexer, one server will be there, for example, for storage server. You feel it is not sufficient. You can increase your storage. Scale up. You feel it is very high based on our data flow. Scale down. Vertical scaling. Then still you are feeling one server is not sufficient. Then one more server, 2 server, 3 server, 4 server, and make cluster.
100 servers make one cluster.
Yes. Or 200 servers make one cluster. Or 10 servers make one cluster. Now count here. Group of servers as combined as a cluster. Understand? Same in the Splunk also. Vertical scaling will be there, horizontal scaling will be there, and clusters also there. If you feel one cluster is not sufficient, multi-cluster is there. Multi-site, we just call it as a multi-site. Very important. These all are the concepts from the data engineers, data analyst, Hadoop concepts only. Actually, the design by Splunk, the design of Splunk was designed by Hadoop architecture, technical person. And one is Hadoop architecture, and other one is architect in storages, and other one is architect in business analytics. These three guys find out the Splunk in 2003.
Adobe that app where we use for scanning for PDF.
Sorry, the
Adobe.
Adobe, not Adobe, Hadoop. It's a storage.
In one cluster, how many servers we store?
It depends upon the environment. For example, if you talk about Snowflake, so what they have a capacity up to 6x large. 6x large means 512 nodes up. They are limiting. Okay, 512 nodes they are limiting in the Snowflake, but in the Splunk there is no certain limit is there. In the Hadoop also there is no limit. You can add n number of
in Hadoop means that is clusters, so many clusters.
Even Hadoop means so many clusters. Even Snowflake also will be a same. Hadoop is on-prem, Snowflake is a cloud based. So same Splunk also came from that area only in the storage point of view. So that cluster will be there na n number of nodes you can add. One project, one cluster, 256 nodes it will be there. In one project, only 10 nodes will be there. In one project, 26 nodes will be there. In one project, 1021 nodes will be there. Otherwise, people feel that instead of going with one single cluster, they will go with 2 clusters. Depends. There is no limit. There is no limit on the Splunk point of view. But because I saw 1026 in one cluster, I saw 256 nodes in one cluster, I saw 26 nodes in one cluster, I saw 7 nodes in one cluster. It's daily. That nodes are decided by daily rate. Okay, how much you are storing, what is your percentage of storage, okay, what is your node capacity, that all. Got my point? That means there is no limit. Understand? Now vertical scaling and horizontal scaling will be supported. Next, most important concept is Splunk will support for on-prem and native clouds. Native cloud like Splunk. Native means Splunk cloud and present clouds like popular one like AWS, Azure, GCP also. All three it will be supported. This is most important, sir. So if you want just to take the Splunk software, okay, and installed in your local machine, okay, and used by you, that is on premises. You need to take care everything. You need to bother on the wastage. You need to bother on the limitation. You need to bother on the time taken to install. You need to bother on the disaster recovery. You need to bother on the latency. Okay. If it is a Splunk cloud, just will request the Splunk guys, please provide me one computer. Everything they will take care of it. We'll just do our part. No configuration head, no configurations, no other complex things. Understand? A simple everything maintenance done by Splunk guys only. They are in USA. There is a big data center in USA. From there, for Splunk guys only, they will provide you their computer and the software. Understand? If it is AWS, Azure, GCP, so worldwide they have a multiple data centers. We will take soft server as a rental. Okay, rental from AWS, Azure, GCP, but the server and Splunk software rental from Splunk company. Both combined and work and everything common like a on-premises, but only rental is different. Got my point?
So,
Splunk cloud is nothing but SaaS. Everything software as a service. Everything they will provide you. You need to work on it. Okay. If it is a AWS, that time infra service. We are getting infrastructure from there. That means platform. Platform as a service. That means platform we are getting, software we are installing, and both combined, and we are paying rent. Okay. But if it is on-prem, on-prem means for Splunk software we are paying rent. Okay, charges. But we are purchasing entire laptop once a time, server at a time. We are investing more money to purchase that hardware. That is different. Sir, AWS cloud, Azure cloud, GCP cloud, and on-premises difference is simple, sir. Okay. What is that on-prem and cloud difference is? On-prem means cooking the food in your home and eating. Cloud means go and eat on the hotel. Eating food is common, but only the thing is you need to prepare from your own side. You need to invest the money, and you need to waste the time to cleaning the things, and you need to bother on wastage. For example, you cook for 2 people, only 1 people you ate means 1 people wastage. If you cook for 2 people, 3 people came means 1 people no food. Yes or no? These all are the problems. Okay, if while cooking, if something happened, no food for everybody, no disaster recovery. If it is hotel food means aram se will go. How many people you want, you can eat it. Just pay the money after the eat. No cleaning process, no cooking process, no other process. If anything happened also, we don't know. We will eat it. That's my point.
So, Splunk Enterprise means it's a on-prem one,
On-prem.
right?
Yes, yes.
If we talk about Kubernetes, then that will come under cloud.
No, cloud as cloud only. Kubernetes is nothing but we will get a Kubernetes clusters. Okay, and the cloud format. We will install the Splunk on the clusters. That is again native that cloud. We just call it as a cloud.
Okay.
Actually, Splunk is a licensed one, sir. Splunk software is a licensed one. Okay, you will get on Splunk company only. Okay, now this software needs to be installed on hardware, soft computer. If you invest and purchase your own computer, that is on-prem. Okay, if you get the Splunk software in AWS cloud, Azure cloud, GCP cloud, or Kubernetes clusters, or Docker images, all will be a cloud. Okay, why? Because we are paying rent to them. We are not purchasing everything. Or based on my usage, I am paying money to them. That's it. Next, the same software I installed with Splunk company data center itself. That is Splunk cloud.
Do they manage?
Yes, if you purchase your own laptop, you can use not for Splunk software. Anything you can use. If you take AWS cloud, Azure cloud, GCP cloud, Kubernetes clusters, you can use for anything, not for only Splunk. But if you go with Splunk cloud, only Splunk user. They are made for Splunk. That is in USA, California. The data center is in USA, California. Understand, sir? That all three will be supported, sir. Okay. If you know on premises, and remaining all will be easy. Why? Because on premises have a more complex activities. From scratch itself, you know. That we are going to teach you, and I will end up in the all three platforms. Okay. That's why we are going to teach you AWS, Azure, GCP basics. Okay. Operating system wise, Windows, Linux, both will be taught. Your Windows knowledge is different. Office class Windows knowledge is different. Your Windows knowledge is up to Windows server, Windows only. But we are teaching Windows server. Windows is different. Windows server is different. Windows is for personal usage. Windows server is for office usage. Understand, sir? You know how to see the movie in Windows, but in our class, how to check the IP address firewall, how to go with different logs. Understand? That all we are going to teach you. Next, coming to that, use storage capacities, vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, on-premises. Any type of data will be collected. Any type of data will be collected. Data. Any type of data. It's not only one type of data. Metrics, CSV files, JSON files, XML files, scripts, messages. Right now I am talking transits, okay, configurations, anything, even scripts, tickets, ServiceNow tickets also. Everything it can be understand. Any type, not one type. Even you can give PDF also, it can be read. When it was created, by where, by whom it was created, everything. It can create a PDF analysis also.
IoT.
IoT, any type of security devices, sensor, router, switches, any type of data will be connected and supported with Splunk. That is one of the biggest asset. And always I will use to compare Splunk with mobile. Okay, Splunk apps and add-ons is the biggest asset. Always Splunk I am comparing with mobile, sir. So why, sir? For example, if it is a mobile, what is the default application in the mobile, sir? Default app.
Configuration. Configuration.
No.
Play Store.
No.
Settings.
No. No.
Android.
Application. Default. That means iOS has a no Android, no? Apple have.
ISO. Apple.
All
Yes. Calling. Phone app is the default application, sir. That's why we call it as a mobile. Otherwise it will be called it as a tab. Otherwise it is called it as a something like laptop. Why? Because WhatsApp settings, everything in the laptop also, no? Calling. Even 1100 mobile also, first calling, then only snake game. Understand? So the calling phone app is the default application. Other than the phone app, you want to download any other applications. Where you are going? Play Store or App Store. Why you are forgetting? We are using iPhones, sir. Play Store or App Store. So you can download N number of applications, N number of applications. If you download N number of applications, what is the purpose of N number of applications? Enhance of your mobile features. Enhancement of your mobile features. You can get more options to work. The ecosystem of your mobile was increased with these applications. That's why mobile can be used for phone calling, mobile is used for gaming, mobile is used for chit chatting, mobile is used for scanning a paper. How you are getting? With the help of apps. In these apps, some are paid apps, some are free apps. Who are providing these apps? Google, or you can provide. For example, Provoke Trainings will provide. Some other institute will provide their own applications, or you can provide your own applications, or Google or third-party companies will provide. Got my point? Same in the Splunk also. If you talk Splunk, the default application is search and report application. What is that? Search and report app. So with the help of search and report application, we can search the data and we can create a reports and alerts. Same like a Play Store and App Store. In the Splunk, there is a Splunk base. Splunk base. So you can download. You can download N number of applications, apps and add-ons. Some are paid, some are free. Even you can develop your own application for your use case and you can place into the Splunk base. Okay. Then what is apps and what is add-on difference? Interview questions. Apps and add-ons difference. Basically, app is nothing but exclusively to create a reports, alerts, dashboards, visualization purpose. Add-on is exclusively used to collect the data from the specific data sources. Data input. For example, there is a AWS. On the AWS, you want to get the data. There is a AWS add-on. You want to represent a good visualization, AWS application. You have a ServiceNow application. You want to get the data from ServiceNow add-on. You want to show the visualization, ServiceNow application. There is a database. I want to get the data from the database, DB connector. There is a Linux server. There is a Linux TA add-on, technical add-on. Windows server. There is a Linux TA Windows add-on.
Sir, once again explain happen as.
Add-on is nothing but inputting, data inputting, collecting. For collecting the data, add-on is used. Okay. There is a Windows server. You want to get the data from Windows server. Windows TA add-on. If it is a Linux server, Linux TA add-on. It is used to collect the data from specific. On the top of the data, you want to create a visualization app. App is nothing but full set of configuration. You can create reports, visualizations, and dashboards. Search and report application to search the data and report the data. ES application, enterprise security, SOC analyst, security operational center. ITSA application, infrastructure monitoring. UBA application, user behavior analytical operations. Machine learning toolkit, like algorithms, like feature statistical algorithms you can apply. Understand? So add-on is nothing but collecting the data. App is nothing but creating visualizations and reports, alerts, dashboards. Understand? Important entry question. Okay. Next.
Searches and reporting is a inbuilt Splunk app, and other add-ons are like we are getting from the
Other
external.
apps also inbuilt it. Other add-ons also such is inbuilt, but apps is inbuilt. Add-ons is no UI actually. Front end not there for add-ons. It is usually exclusively having a configurations. With the help of configuration, they use to collect the data. Okay, every app has the inbuilt search. You can search it, you can create it, report it, but exclusively search and report for doing data analytics. Search and report for searching and doing data analysis, business analytics. Okay, without any other application, you can use Splunk with search and report application. But you want special, for example, you want to scan a paper, scanner app you are downloading, say ES app you need to download and you use for the security operation.
There is a dashboard in already applications.
Yes, everybody has own default dashboards are there. We'll just mapping the data. Otherwise, you can create your own custom dashboards also. That's my point. Understand, madam?
Yeah.
Next. Anytime you can search your data, create reports and alerts also. And create reports, alerts, and dashboards. Sometimes what will happen if you talk about ELK is another software which is an alternate tool for Splunk. E stands for Elasticsearch. L stands for Logstash. Whereas K stands for Kibana. Let's say, for example, any one of the person name I will utilize who is an online. Something like Sampath. So I'm utilizing your name, sir. Sampath. So Sampath is in some other USA, for example. Okay. So Sampath server is this one. So Sampath came to me as a Splunk analyst. I am a Splunk analyst. Sampath came to me and asked me, please monitor my server. If any suspicious things are happening in my server, please report me. Sampath is in USA, but I am in India. Okay. So for that, I install the Splunk software here to collect the Sampath data and send the data to my server. My server also again Splunk. My server will receive the data and store the data, Sampath data. Okay. But Sampath use cases are huge, not single 1, 2, 3. There are multiple use cases are there. That's why one person is not sufficient. For me, 100 people are there. You got my point, to implement the use cases. So for that, instead of going with this server, I am keeping separate server to create and search reports, alerts, dashboards, visualization purpose, searching purpose. So this is again Splunk server. Okay, if it is only one, I can search here itself and I can create here itself in my laptop itself. But 100 people are there now. All people are working there means storage and searching means performance issue will get na. That's why for storing purpose one separate server, searching purpose we'll keep one more server. Okay, now this is a Sampath server, client server, and this is my storage server, and this is my searching server. Okay, all three will be a Splunk only. Okay, for example, Ravi, I am teaching a class of Splunk. What is my name? Splunk trainer. Same, after this, I am going to teach a cybersecurity trainer. After this, I am going to teach a cloud trainer. After this, I am going to teach some Snowflake trainer. Only everything Ravi only. But based on his activity, his name. All are Splunk only. Splunk is collecting and sending means forwarder.
All the three systems we have to install
Splunk. It is not Sampath sir. He has A, B, C, D, X, 100 per servers are there. 100 servers you need to install Splunk.
Cost effective, right?
One license with all components.
Based on CPU license.
Data injection.
Based on data injection.
We have 100 servers. So one Splunk is enough.
No, 100 servers you need to install Splunk.
So, but what about license?
License will be
only one license.
one license.
One license.
One license. License will be not software based, not number based. How much data you are injecting, storing.
Okay.
Like Teradata.
For example, I have a 10 mobiles. For 10 mobiles, one recharge only. 10 mobiles, one recharge only. That is postpaid. But every mobile, how much I am utilizing the data? That is the cost.
Like AWS server.
Yes. So it's not a count. You are installing 100 softwares, 10,000 softwares, not. On that, how much data you are storing?
Usage.
Storing based on the storing.
1 GB, 2 GB.
Yes, sir. So daily, how much data you are injecting? For example, 2 GB you are utilizing 300 rupees. 4 GB you are utilizing 500 rupees.
Nothing but utilization.
Data utilization of storing.
Even on-prem also.
Anywhere.
So license estimation, cost estimation, storage lo come.
Storage only. Okay. That too not storage. How much you are storing not. For example, this is your Splunk na. Here daily 1 GB per day I am getting. Okay. That cost of 100 rupees. If it is 1 TB per day, that cost of 10,000. But you are 1 GB per day, you are storing for 100 days. How much? 100 GB na? But storage is 50 GB only. Why? Because it is in compressed storage. How much data you are injecting, whether you are utilizing or not. Right now you are getting 2 GB per day, every day data. You are utilizing only 1 GB. None of our business. You need to pay 2 GB money.
Okay.
1 year purchase you will take, sir.
Yeah. Storage.
1 year you paid $100 and you take 2 GB per day. You are utilizing or not, your wish.
After that also 50% compressing.
Consistent tేడా వస్తుంది సార్.
Huh?
ఒక రోజు డేటా ఎక్కువ వచ్చింది.
వచ్చిందంటే వైలేషన్. For example, you will get today you are seeing a movie, sir. What you are doing? 2 GB completed, sir. What you will do? No. You wait for 12 PM. And again update it. Again utilize it. You don't have a time. I don't want to wait. Recharge it.
బిజినెస్ ఇంపాక్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్.
ఏమవుతుంది? అందుకని ట్రస్టెడ్ లైసెన్స్, అందుకని పోస్ట్ పెయిడ్. నాకేం ఆగిపోదుగా.
సార్ అదే సర్వర్లో అన్ని చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. అప్పుడు ఇదంతా ఉండదు కదా.
One server, how much storage you can maintain? Well, Indian Airlines is generating 1000 TB of data per day. If it is 100 days retention policy also, 1000 into 100 days, how much? 1 lakh TB of data. How it will be sufficient with one server? Industry standards are supporting with one server 40 to 50 TB of data, not more, not more than that. Recommendation. One server 40 to 50 TB.
If they need
Horizontal scale.
You can increase.
Horizontal scale.
Yes, up to maximum it is Egyptian. If it is a smart storage, maybe you can go up to 80 TB also. Smart storage means cloud storage. 80 TB also no problem. But if you want to store 10,000 of TB of data means, yes, we have in detailed discussion on architecture level. Don't worry about it. Okay, why? Because this architecture was implemented based on the daily rate, based on the storage capacities. You got my point, sir? Let's say I have a total 5 pen drives. Immediately you will ask, why sir 5 pen drive? Instead of that, you just purchase one pen drive. No, sir, 5 people are there. So one type of data I need to give to one person, one type of data I need to give to one person. That is my use case. You are simply blaming me why you are foolish to purchase a 5% five pen drives means it's not at all correct.
Kind of usage.
Usage. Company to company. And I am telling that 50 to 60 TB is recommendation, but I don't have that much of money to purchase that much of hardware. Instead of increasing the hardware in my laptop, somebody is gifted me another laptop for me. Then I will keep 2 servers. Sir, why sir 2 servers? Just better to go update in one server means? No, sir, I will get a free, sir. This is my. So in the architecture level also, people will confuse you. Why is 13 servers? Why 40 servers? Do you know my storages? Do you know my company storages?
No.
Do you know my data usage? It all depends upon the companies. But I will give you standard flow, one project wise flow. Don't worry about it. Understand, sir? Now, in this case, this Splunk, we call it as a Splunk only. Splunk only. But the name is forwarder, agent. It is used to collect the data. And this Splunk is used to store the data. That's why indexer. Its name is indexer. Okay, this Splunk is used to search and report the data and visualize the data. That is a search head. Got my point, sir? Everything will be Splunk only. No other software dependency. But if you talk about ELK, did you see the ELK? Huh? ELK is the another alternate tool for collecting log stash software, for storing and search engine, Elastic Search software, for visualization, Kibana software. 3 softwares is dependent. All 3 softwares involved in the process, but in the Splunk case, everything will be done. That's what here we talk about. Splunk itself act as a such. Splunk itself act as a storage. So Splunk itself act as such, storage and such also. Understand, sir? Whereas ELK, 3 softwares involved in the process. Even ELK and Sumo Logic, at the time of integration only you can search your data. That's why here Splunk, anytime you can search your data, report your data and dashboard your data.
Please repeat it. ELK?
ELK, at the time of data integration process only you can search your data, report your data and dashboard your data.
Kibana itself you can.
ELK, yes, sir. With the help of Kibana, you can visualize it. But the software itself, limitation that at the time of integration only you can do this activity. But Splunk, anytime you can search your data, anytime you can report dashboarding on historical data, on batch processing, and one of the best in real-time process.
Directly.
The data is coming immediately on the top of it, it can be created. Error came, immediately it will show the trigger. Real-time search engine. Okay, and Splunk has good community support, sir. good community support and documentation. You can see, I never see, I work for the multiple technologies, I never see this type of documentation and community support. See, I'm not telling to engage you. You can observe community.splunk.com. So how many people knows about Splunk up to now today? I think you guys know very less about Splunk. But now 8,924 people are talking online, like a Facebook. They are in the community. They are talking about the Splunk. 8,924. And one more important thing you need to understand, sir. So you are investing some money in the stock market. How you will understand this is growing?
Based on the market.
Right. Every day that gradually increasing, not sudden increase, gradual increasing. Then that is a stability, and you can feel that it has a good market. You got my point. From past 6 years onwards, I am teaching the classes. I start that number with 121 number. That community number, online number is 121.
8,900.
Should I 9,000?
One of the feature technologies, sir. I never say like this, but one of the feature technologies, the best technologies. Only people are not understand how it is utilizing. Why people are running out of this because of. See, here we are purchasing 1.6 lakhs with iPhone 17 Pro Max. It is too cost, definitely. But you can see these features, these build quality. After purchasing, we can understand what is this build quality, what is this features, what is the security. Android is accepted to give the entire data to anybody, like government, but I won't accepted that proposal. Indian government asked about the one app. With the app, they used to collect the logs actually. Switch. They used to collect the logs, our laptop, our mobile logs, but they won't accept it. iOS mobile won't accepted that proposal. Android accepted.
Already they had sell also per person data 8 rupees.
Yes,
Data privacy లేదు sir.
that's only.
And
That's
privacy
what the
specific.
money will matters here. So if other free tools also there is no data privacy. That's why most of the financial domains are Splunk only using. Very good data privacy. Most of the financial domains, HSBC, Citibank,
Previous
HDFC.
open source
Not from day itself, it is a paid one.
from the starting.
So from I know this feature from past 6 years onwards. I feel this I can imagine it. So nobody will think that Cisco purchased this company. How much stamina it has. That's why it was purchased by Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco is on this one.
No, Cisco is company. Splunk is Cisco company.
Networking like that. Cisco.
No, networking devices, sensors, routers, all manufactured company.
It is also US based company, Cisco.
Cisco company purchased $28 billion. Whooping price. Nobody think about it whether Cisco purchased this type of company. Now it is a software company, Cisco. Previously it is a manufacture company.
Devices, hardware.
Yes. All devices, most of the devices, networking devices are developed by Cisco. Most of the devices. But unfortunately, it is a rumor, but not, it is myth actually. Because of one statement, they purchased this company. Normally, there is a global firms are there. No? In the global firms, so software production people will sit here in this row. Manufacture companies needs to sit here.
Like auction.
Auction place time.
So they have
They had it. I am the big company. I am sitting in this place. Why I need to sit here? I want to become a software company. I want to sit at the first floor. And then they started purchase. After that, actually, Cisco, still my opinion actually, Cisco is not utilizing Splunk actually perfectly. ఎలా అంటే మర్డర్ చేసేవాడికి కత్తి దొరికితే మర్డర్ కోసమే అనుకుంటున్నట్లు ఇడు సిస్కో వాడు ఎక్కువ సెక్యూరిటీ డివైజులు కదా, ఇంకా దానికోసమే అనుకొని దాని మీదనే ఎక్కువ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ చూపించేస్తున్నాడు. అప్ టు టుడే సిస్కో వాజ్ నాట్ సర్వే, సారీ, స్ప్లంక్ వాజ్ నాట్ సర్వే ఆన్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ. It was surveyed on big data platform. At root level is come from big data. Actually, one of the partner previously Accenture. Every project one recruitment will be there. The Accenture. Even we have 80 to 90 people of our students are there in the Accenture. So, for example, from childhood onwards, you are seeing your knife in the murderer hand. What you will think? He is not. The knife is for murdering, doing murders. So same, Cisco are thinking about cybersecurity. That's why Cisco thinks Splunk as doing these operations only. But if you see next level, Splunk has multiple options. Because I start the Splunk from monitoring kind of activities. I know how much people placed and how many people are there, how much recruitments has happened. After now onwards, people are keep on thinking about Cisco, Splunk as a cybersecurity tool, not for big data platform. Actually,
But it is.
actually, it came from big data platform. Knife is made for vegetables, cutting fruits and other meat, not for that. But it was made like that with the help of Cisco. Understand, sir? So next, one of the most, the storage, sir. The storage is not in others, sir. Actually, this type of storage is not available. Big data storage capabilities, even ELK don't have that much of storage capabilities, and that are clean storage operations.
There are few like that.
Yes. Good community and documentation also, sir. It is very high in documentation, sir. If you don't know something, simply you can follow the documentation, docs.splunk.com. See, you don't know Splunk Enterprise, click on it. Administrator manual, admin manual. You don't know how to create a storage. Okay, simply go to the configuration file reference. Okay, in the administrator, storage creation is one of the part. Okay, so that simply go to indexes.com file. Okay, example. No, see, just take copy and paste it. If you know what is this parameters, that's enough. You don't know how to integrate with the Cisco ASA. Simply there is a step-by-step document. You don't know how to integrate with AWS cloud, step-by-step document. One of the best documents, and I said before. And it is not only for one operation, it can be do for business analytics, observability, IT operations, as well as security operations. This is why we are going with Splunk, sir, instead of other tools. Simple statement, desktop. Huge storage capacities in the form of clusters. Cluster is nothing but group of servers. Hadoop big data platform. Huge storage, high availability is possible. Even if you feel harder, so vertical scaling and horizontal scaling is available, like scale up and scale down, scale out and scale in. And apart from the, even though you are maintaining huge storage, one of the most important parameter I missed. So one of the most important is, even though you are storing that much of huge storage capacities, the Splunk search their data very faster. Well, why? Because it has interview questions and certification question. Map reduced algorithm. It is also came from Hadoop only. In the Hadoop, map reduced algorithm is a topic of 1 month 1 month course. But it is too difficult to teach the 1 month course here. Just a simple understanding. Map reduced algorithm means mapping function and reduced function. Mapping function, what is the key and what is the value? In reduced function, on that, what is the collection of values? Simply apply the statistics. Simple, no sorting required, no other things will be required. Now you talk about database. Okay. What will happen if you want to create some this is your database. If you want to create some analysis, if you write some query, what will happen? First, it will sort the data, ascending order, descending order, something like that. After that, how many groups it will be there, it will find out. And after that, it will separate the groups and it will add a buffering calculation starting from the zero. So you are putting sum of salary. Salary means male wise. Male, how many salaries? Okay. 10, 30, 50. Okay, so 10, 30, 40. Female, 20, 50. Like that, you will get answer. So in that case, there are multiple algorithms they use. These are all the algorithms used by the databases. But if you talk about a map reduced algorithm, there is no sorting. Sorting is difficult task. It will take a lot of time. So in the map reduced algorithm, there is no sorting. Mapping. What is the key? What is the value? Key is gender. Value is salary. In that case, key first group female, male group. What is the collection of female? What is the collection of male? There is a values immediately. Whatever the statistics you want, you can apply. No sorting, no other things. So very faster. Map reduced algorithm is the algorithm which is very faster while compared to other algorithms on such, which will be a mapping of key set values, which will be work with the two functions like map function and reduced function. In the map function, the key and value will be mapped, whereas in the reduced function, the collection will be created for the specific key value. On that, immediately whatever the things you want, you can apply. Now, in entire my class, yesterday class and today class, only you need to remember this page. Use storage capacities in the form of clusters. Even though it is use storage capacity, it is very faster in such with the help of map reducer algorithm. It deals with any type of data. Splunk supports on-premises present clouds like AWS, Azure, GCP. Okay, and Splunk Cloud also available. More integration possibilities with the help of apps and add-ons. You can download from the apps and add-ons from the specific requirement like collecting data visualization, the data from the splunkbase.com. Splunk itself acts as input, storage, and search and visualization. Whereas Splunk Search create reports, alerts, dashboards at any time. Good community support and good documentation. Splunk is not only for one operation. It can be do cybersecurity SOC analyst. It can be IT operation monitoring, application observability, and business analytics. These are the 9 points you need to remember. Why Splunk? In simple, I Google also, I asked why Splunk. It gives this option. Splunk is a tool that can be good choice over the tools because of data analysis, log management, real-time monitoring, integrations approaches, more ecosystem basically, standardization, scalability, real-time insight. So basically log management is there. Na? It is one of the best feature in the Splunk. I didn't explain. What is log management means? For example, I am getting the data from USA servers. All these servers will be maintained in USA storage. I'm getting the data from you. Your data will be maintained in separate storage. Management, log management. This type of data will be maintained in separate source type. You are getting 100 servers data, sir. All 100 servers data, you have only sales data. You can all 100 servers data will be parsed with source type, sales source type. So that easy to search, na? All your data, easy to correlate. Na? That is log management. That is powerful in Splunk other than alternative tools.
Like Windows 8, Windows.
Windows logs, Windows index. Okay, like D drive, C drive. See, easy, na? Easy management. Program files all are in C drive. Entertainment in D drive. Education in E drive. If you want to educate it, go to E drive directly. Na? That is one of the management. Best in the log management. That's why we are going with Splunk. Entry questions are why Splunk instead of other tools. My classes almost will be interview point of view only, sir, and real-time point of view. Covering with interview, covering with real-time practice. I don't go with subject-wise interview point of view and practical point of view. Practical where it will be used, what you will be doing, what is your work, everything will teach. So you can start writing your interview questions from day itself. Today, up to now, 3 interview questions. One is, what is mission data? And other one is, what is Splunk? And other one is, why Splunk? I will provide you interview questions also. Day by day interview questions also there. Huh? Listen. Day by day interview questions are there. Every based on our classes one. Okay. This is about why Splunk. But these all are the advantages of Splunk. But everybody has his own negatives also. No? Okay. If you want to see your negatives of Splunk, wait for one day. We'll teach on tomorrow. So negatives of Splunk on tomorrow. After negatives of Splunk, when Splunk and where Splunk. When Splunk and where Splunk. And after that, how Splunk. From how onwards, actual classes will be started. Actual subject will be started. How Splunk. That's all enough today. Do you have any questions? Please ask me. Otherwise, I will close the session for today. Online people. So if you like my sections, please enroll the course. So people will add you, concerned person will add you into the group. And thanks for your time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
So we can speak.
Yes, please, sir. Wait 1 second.